So I'm proud to have with me the team principal of the Hyundai World Rally team, Andrea Adamo. Andrea, thank you very much for speaking to us. And first of all, how much are you looking forward to coming to Africa, to Kenya in particular, for the Safari Rally?
Listen, clearly it's something that first of all, it's important to say I've never been, even if in the past I was working for teams that were running the Safari Rally, I never had the possibility to be there. So even when I was much younger, or also in recent year in 2007, when I was ABAR technical director, I was not able to come to Kenya. So one of the last Safari Rally run at international level was not possible for me to be there. So I'm very curious to see how much has changed from the past. The rally will be totally different from what everyone is in the memory from the old safaris, the rallies that I was running for thousands and thousands of kilometers in savannah, in the hills. This one will be much different, but I think that Africa has always its own soul, his own special feeling. So I'm really looking forward.
The Safari has not always been very popular with teams. In the old days, pre-2003, of course, when the Safari Rally was running, they had to build almost a separate vehicle for the Safari. There was a little bit of opposition initially from the teams, the manufacturers, towards coming back to the Safari Rally. Has that changed? Do you feel as a team you're looking forward to coming to the Safari?
Well, I will be very clear with you. With the current rules, we will not have to modify the cars. We are not allowed. So before to be happy or not, I want to see what will going on, how the rally will be managed, which kind of real roads we are going to see. I hope that the stage will be interested. Let's see. I don't want to put anything, any comments before to really see the things firsthand, you know. Somehow it's good to come back in Africa. Somehow I hope the roads will be with any meanings and not just straights with top speed and with car breakage, no, because it would not be nice.
I know you had one or two officials come for the 2019 Safari Rally. What sort of feedback did you get from them about the route?
First of all, we have to see if the routes will be the same. For sure, the thing is that you know better than me that the weather conditions can change very much the road conditions as well. So I hope that we will have something that has some meaning. The rally was held there in 2019, but then something has changed till then. Let's see. For sure, the rally will be a very specific one, and I hope that not so much specific to need any top special preparation. But to race there in the savannah, it's something special, let me say.
We know Michelle Mouton, she was saying that she wanted the Safari rougher, you know, the route to be rougher to get the spirit of the Safari back. As a manufacturer, as Hyundai, would that be a good idea for your cars? How much can the current WRC cars handle in terms of roughness?
Madame Mouton is the lady of rally. My respect to her is not possible to measure as big as it is. But you know, she's working too much by her heart. I have to use my brain. And to have a rally for the only reason to destroy cars with the rules that there are now in the championship in terms of maximum number of chassis, engine, transmission, etc., would be stupid. We have no more the budget that were used to be available in Madame Mouton days. And so we have to face the reality. And the 80s are over by pretty 30 years, and in a few days I will be 50, no? So time is passing by for everyone, and to stay young, we have to live full steam the days that we are really facing. But of course, if I would speak with my heart, I would be even more extreme than Michelle. But sadly, in my position, I have to use only my brain.
In terms of roughness, we know Turkey can get very rough. Some of the events are very rough. How tough is it on your cars? For example, Rally Turkey.
Well, Rally Turkey in the end is not so rough. It's just a matter that sometimes can be very difficult in terms of tire management for the punctures. But the difference is that Turkey is also a very slow rally. So the roughness is not so impacting the car. Kenya can be very fast, and if it's too much rough, you really destroy the cars.
Yes, we saw just recently there was a dress rehearsal for the Safari Rally. I'm not sure if you know about the Equator Rally. That was a round of the Africa Rally Championship, and we saw how quickly the conditions can change. It was dry during the recce, but the drivers and navigators were saying it was almost not worth doing the recce because the conditions were so difficult and the route broke up very quickly. It is volcanic soil, very soft soil down in the Rift Valley where it's going to be held.
I can only say, let's wait and see.
We've been told it's not necessarily the fastest driver, but the smartest driver that wins the Safari Rally. Would you concur?
That was a statement that was true in the 80s, in the 90s, but in 2000s, someone like Colin McRae, that for sure was not the slowest of the company, was winning the rally many times because he has also very good mechanic sympathy. So I think that it's a matter not to be fast or slow, it's to be the most clever one is going to win it.
How important for you is the return of the Safari Rally? We've got Jules in the crown, for example, in Formula One Monaco. How important is the Safari Rally for you?
I have to say that is a difficult answer for me because, for Hyundai, it's good to go where in countries where the market is strong there. So for Hyundai, Africa is not a big market. So we have to accept as a compromise. And I think that if Safari will give to the World Championship more visibility overall, but with real figures, it would have been good to be there. If not, I'm scared that it will be just a matter to spend more money.
Andrea, let's just talk about some of the events of the World Rally Championship. The previous event for you was very, very disappointing in terms of tire choice. How disappointed were you with the previous rally?
I think that I cannot use the word that I was here because you would cut it.
You're in Portugal right now, obviously looking to bounce back from your point of view from the previous rally in Croatia.
That's for sure. You cannot stay days and days licking your wounds. So you have to stand up and go and sort the things and move ahead to fight back, because you cannot cry forever on your own mistake, but you have to learn from them to improve yourself.
You got a very strong team coming for the Safari Rally. Can you just explain your driver choice, why you chose them to come for the Safari?
It's very easy. Neville and Tanaka, because I have the contract with them that oblige me to let them run all the rallies. So that has been the easiest one. And Dani, because I think that we have to see the overall championship split of events, and a rally like Safari really match his driver's abilities of nowadays.
Your expectations for the Safari, obviously you would like a win in the Safari Rally as well. How important is a win in the Safari, or is it for every rally?
Looks like that the points that we will get winning the Safari will be the same that we will get winning any rally. So for me, it will be as important as win any rally.
It's been pretty tight. We see particularly your battle with Toyota. It's going to be like that during the Safari again. Ford will also be very strong during the Safari.
I think that a car like Fiesta can be also competitive, and in a rally that has never been, how could I say, it's very typical strange one. So I think that I would not be surprised to see surprises in Safari Rally.
All right. Just going on to what's happening next year, the hybrid era. We've seen some testing as well. Your thoughts on the hybrid technology?
It's not what Andrea Adamo sees, it's what the world sees. And it's clear that for Hyundai it was important to have a hybrid car in WRC. And we are going to have this kind of technology implemented in WRC cars. In which way we're gonna see? I hope it will work properly. Let's see what is going to happen.
From our point of view, we're still a little bit confused as to what to expect next year. We're seeing the cars at the moment testing without the aerodynamics. What's the situation? We also hear as well that gearing will be a lot simpler than what is on currently at the moment.
But the aero will be different from current ones, that's for sure. Some JIT modes in terms of flick up and complicated wings will be banned. There will be not allowance, but the engineers are working hard to restore the figures that we are using now. So we have maybe different shapes, but I think that aero will stay as an important matter, as we have discovered in rally in the latest years. Transmission will be simpler, yes, because there will be no active central diff, will be more easier the transmission, and so will be on this side a bit better. But on the other end, we have the hybrid kit that looks like to be a complicated and tricky thing to manage.
Andrea, in terms of Hyundai, it took a while for them to commit beyond 2021 as well. How confident are you that they're going to carry on with the technology of the hybrid as well? We see them testing with it. How happy are you personally and as a team in this transition to the hybrid era?
It took a while to announce it, not to decide, so it's different. And I'm confident, if not, we will not be here. And I think that we are working hard to make it happen. And I see Hyundai and the other manufacturer fighting next year. The pivotal thing is to understand in which way we will be allowed to use the hybrid kit and strategies, because we don't have to make it the tools that will be too complicated and too expensive, or we are going to kill rally.
Just finally, it is, of course, a while since you've been outside of Europe in terms of rallying. We see already some of the equipment on the high seas coming towards Kenya as well. Logistically, how difficult is it in terms of preparing? You've got this rally, then you've got Sardinia, and then the Safari Rally. It's going to be quite hectic for you guys.
Honestly, no. Because the overseas equipment is traveling on a parallel way respect to the European one. So all the equipment that we are going to use in overseas rally, like where used to be Mexico, Argentina, Chile, and Australia, things like this, were traveling on a separate route. So we will just prepare the cars and the car by plane, because we have to work like this, but there's nothing hectic, it's nothing... let me say, so complicated. So no tragedy related to these kind of things.
Just a quick one, Oy Tanak, he had a very quiet rally, the previous rally. You're obviously hoping that he gets back to winning ways in Portugal.
But quiet rally, when you are fighting in average speed of 170 kilometers, 120, etc., etc., I have another idea of quiet, my friend. I think that a fast rally, he did what he could after that he lost the contact for some tire choice that was not proper. And anyhow, it was a fourth overall in a gang of crazy drivers fighting for the win. And so there are 4 top drivers in this moment, in my opinion, that on every surface they can fight hard, and they are the 4 that were leading Croatia rally, so they are there. And I think that this year, rally in, rally out, they will be all closer to win. So it will be really exciting for you that you are watching rallies, much less exciting for me that I hope have smooth rallies with Hyundai dominating, but I hardly foresee something like that happening.
Sorry, there's a question here from Lee, and it's, what is this?
Basically, what does it do as a team principal and how big is his team?
All right, okay. Just a final question, and this one is from our producer here, Lee, who wants to know, can you explain your job as team principal, and also how many people have you got that you're in charge of? How big is your team?
Very easy. My job is to pay invoices and to solve problems. So that's pretty easy. Instead, we have in the company 254 people, and during a rally like this, we have about 90 people on event. But on top, let's not forget the Hyundai Motorsport is running other programs like WTCR, ETCR, customer racing. So in WTCR, we have a customer people that are customer teams that are running there, but we support them with engineering support, the spare trucks. So in an event like WTCR, we have about 10 people there, or R&E, TCR, the same. So it's quite a complex, a complicated management to let all these people travel and prepare car, rebuild car, etc., etc. But a nice challenge.
Andrea, we're so happy to speak to you from Kenya. And we want to wish you, first of all, a happy birthday. You said that you're going to be 50 in a few days' time.
No, but I'm forgetting the birthday. This year I will have no birthday. I say that 2020 and 21 are COVID years. With COVID, you are not really living the day in the way you should be able. So we cannot count them as years. I'm still 48.
All right, fantastic. Listen, thank you so much for speaking to us, and we'll see you at the Safari Rally. The best of luck in Portugal.
Take care. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much.
Ciao. Ciao, Bob.
Ciao.